Hey everyone, how you guys doing today? It's Dr. Orlando Walters, and I would like to welcome you to our podcast where movement becomes medicine. Join us for insightful conversation, expert advice, and inspiring stories that explore the incredible power of movement in the world of medicine. Whether you're a physical enthusiast, a healthcare professional, or simply curious about the fascinating connection between movement and healing, you might find this interesting. So grab the multimedia device of your preference, get ready to stretch your mind, and let's dive into the world of movement-based medicine together. All right. So today I'm out here with Joey Salpietro. Am I getting it right?
You did good. You did good.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. So he's a fitness guru, entrepreneur, just a good guy overall. And I really just want to kind of expose the world to this individual. And well, here we are. Here we are today. So Joey, that's what he's better known as. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah. So I've been in the fitness arena, now for over 7 years.
Okay.
Multi-certified, about 14 certifications, 12, 14 certifications. I always like to, call myself a body empowerment coach, right?
I like that.
Because really what we're doing, we're taking fitness, mindset and nutrition, and we got to really put those pillars together so that we're overall healthy, right? Serial entrepreneur, owned multiple businesses, successful, sold, all the good stuff. Just really my mission in life is to help others, right?
For sure.
Really help others. And kind of that's how I, fell into this whole world of fitness and health.
Okay. And I think that's how we kind of fell into our friendship over the years. Just a little background. We went to school together in college and, really smart guy, energy. I always say he's got the energy of Shaq or somebody really, really big. Okay. So this guy's like 8 feet tall in terms of heart and presence. All right. So I want everybody to know that. All right. And I'm more than sure anybody who knows Joey knows that already. So it goes without saying. All right. So I love the fact it really shines through in the fact that you're really trying to help each other, help other people, primarily because you can see and feel it in your approach. All right. So in terms of the way you're doing your gym workouts, your intensity, I love all the videos you used to put up of you motivating individuals. I mean, motivating individuals who've never done anything before, just kind of getting them starting, pushing them through the multiple levels of fitness from being quote unquote a couch potato to, borderline athlete.
Yeah. And then most people, Orlando, that have come to me and they're sitting in front of me, I'm going to say 98.5%.
Okay.
They're in the worst place that they could possibly be.
Gotcha.
It's like, I'm coaching, like, I need help. I got to lose this weight. I don't feel attractive to my partner.
Gotcha.
Affects them there.
That's huge.
It's huge. Listen, I don't want to make love with the lights on. That's how embarrassed I am now of myself.
That's big.
Or, I've been putting myself last. I mean, we have kids now.
For sure.
And it's like you're always putting them first and you just put yourself last because you want to provide. You want to be a great dad, great mom. And then what happens is you look down, you got a big stomach. You're like, oh, what happened? I was this athlete.
Back in the day.
We had this identity that we were attached to, and we're no longer that person.
Right.
So now we have like this identity crisis that happens internally.
This is true.
Right.
This is true.
Yeah.
So it seems to me, I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't really think about that particular aspect. I mean, you see individuals like that, but individuals are struggling with their identity. So there's that psychological component to it as well.
Yes.
So I know, especially in my experience, I'm a physical therapist for those who don't know, and I realized that one of the biggest parts of what I do is being able to get somebody comfortable here or being able to target them and get to them here. Once you get them to buy in here mentally, emotionally, the physical kind of flows with it, and like you said, the individuals, getting, they lost their identity. They're trying to find a new one and being able to help sculpt that new identity into something purposeful, something useful, something that they're going to be proud of, after that period of time and something that can carry on so they don't even necessarily need you anymore. I think
absolutely.
I think to me, in my opinion, if I can help somebody to not need me anymore, I think that's the best feeling ever. Best feeling ever.
And that's the goal.
I bet somebody sees you 5 years from now, they're doing their thing, you're walking playing with your kids at the park. They go, hey, Joey, what's going on, man? I'm feeling good. You're doing good. You guys have a connection right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, when it comes to medicine, healing, it's not just about pain. It's not just about, it's about so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
And I can, you touch on those things, and I see it in your work.
Absolutely.
So that's the reason why I'm a fan.
And funniest thing you say that is I'll see people years later
Mm-hmm.
and say, man, we were doing this thing and you were behind me and we were running and you were like, dude, you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. You could do it. And they remember the one thing.
Yeah.
This is years later.
Yeah.
And you have no idea what that did for me and how that pushed me and how that, it's just the craziest thing. That we have the honor and privilege to touch people's lives really that deeply.
For sure.
And then to that extent.
For sure.
So
you're impacting individuals.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes what we do, what you do,
mm-hmm.
as rewarding as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down.
100%.
Hands down. So let me ask, how did you start off? Are you a personal trainer? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. So kind of this is how it all started.
Mm-hmm.
I was living up north. Okay. I had a really successful video production web development company right outside
mm-hmm.
New York City.
Gotcha. I
had a lot of I'm talking big clients, big money, great things were happening. I built that up. And then I was doing MMA at the time.
Okay.
Pretty hardcore with it. Training pretty hard. Wasn't going to go professional, nothing like that, but just training really hard.
Okay.
And I was helping people with nutrition coaching on the side.
Okay.
Okay. And I was just having fun with it. And, they would be like, Joey, dude, you saved my life. Wow. Hey, I could play with my kids. I have energy to play with my kids. Or I had one person say, dude, can you imagine? I just fit into my jeans from high school. Right. So I was like, man, this had this incredible tug really on my heart, on my soul. I said, this is what I should be doing. This is the thing. This is my passion, which I thought video production was. Well, not that it isn't, just maybe a different avenue of passion. Right. But this really tugged on me, right?
Gotcha.
So I was like, this is what I got to do. I got to do this. So what happened was I didn't even sell that particular business. Okay. I actually gave away the clients to the people that helped me build it.
Really?
Yeah. That's exactly what I did. I shot down to Florida. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but sell your business. Now knowing what I know now, sell your business. But that was a quick way for me to get in there and do what I had to do. And I knew that was my calling. And when you know something's your calling, you go for it.
For sure.
If you really, truly know something's your calling, you don't, nothing else matters. You're going for it. So I came back down to Florida. Mm-hmm. Now, and I'm like, all right, cool. I had a couple jobs, help my brother. I had to make money, of course, provide, do the whole thing. And then I was trying to figure out how am I going to do this fitness thing now, right? Still helping people, coaching people, nutrition online. I tried online, had no idea how to do it. I was doing it absolutely wrong. I remember I was doing like literally like one-on-one type of coaching with people for like $20 a month. Could you imagine?
Oh, they were getting away. They were getting away.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
And I built this really amazing community. It was like really cool what we had.
Okay.
So I was like, cool. And I was going, well, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I want to open. I want an actual facility. Right. I remember sitting there doing the numbers. Okay. I was doing the numbers. And it looked so out of sight. It looked so big.
Daunting in terms of what you needed to accomplish to get to
those expenses. Right. And then I was like, wow. I'm like, how am I going to do this? And then I'm looking in Miami, price per square foot, even though it was a while ago, it was still a lot of money. Mm-hmm. It was like $50 a square foot. It was crazy. I was down in Brickell, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, man, how are people, how are they making money? Right? How are they doing this? So at that time, I went to go get another certification. Mr. Nick Ryan's, great dude, love him, right? So I went to go take the Fit Rank certification. I went to North Carolina. And he always has a business meeting with you at that certification. And he goes, Joey, don't open a facility. Go to the town. Make a deal with them, okay? Start getting people. Now people know you. Because what's going to happen is you're going to open that facility. You're going to feel those expenses, and you're not there. Like no one knows you, right? You're starting from the bottom up. So now you're going to have people. Then go open your facility.
Gotcha.
Because now you're going to be in a good place, right? I took that advice. Great advice. Awesome. So exactly what I did. I made a deal.
Would that be like the Chamber of Commerce or something like that?
No, Pine Island Park Fitness.
Okay.
I went literally there.
Okay.
Pine Island Park Fitness, Bamford Park.
Gotcha. Okay.
In Davie.
Mhm.
Went and spoke to them. They're like, yeah, absolutely. Cut the deal with them, all the good stuff. Literally, I would be taken out of the car, barbells, slam balls, dumbbells, kettlebells. And first we were like in the park part, but then we had to go to like the swimming pool part. So can you imagine this dude's on the pool deck going ham,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Barbells, kettlebells, slam balls, wall balls, like the whole thing.
Right.
You got like the young girls doing the dancing, the swim dancing, and the teacher was so mean, would be like cursing at them in Spanish. Bro, it was the craziest
It was
thing.
a party.
It was amazing, bro. And everyone's just like watching, like, what's going on here? So I started there.
Mm-hmm.
6 months, blew it up. I was like, all right, I could leave working for my brother now at this point.
Right.
I'm like, I could do it. And now I got to get a facility. Okay. So now here we are. Made a deal with a guy. He gave me the warehouse part. He had the office part, okay, in Davie. 800 square feet it was. Man, packed that thing in. You know, we do small group, but still in that little space, it was like,
right.
You know, a lot of people, few people. But blew that up. Blew that up to like 100, I think we were like 130, 160 members in that little spot. It was awesome.
Nice.
And that's when I was like, I'm going to make that jump to go get the bigger facility.
Gotcha.
And that's when I got the 5,000 square foot facility. I made the jump at that time too. Tore my bicep. Oh man, 27, tore my bicep.
Yeah, that's how we reconnected.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tore the bicep and had to like move. Amazing. My members moved my gym. How about that? Like really.
So they were members. It's almost like family.
Family.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there we go. We went to the bigger facility and the rest, you know, so here we are, you know, 6 years later, 7 years later, everything's great.
So really what it sounds like, your journey is really grassroots. Started off from the bottom, grinded all the way to the top. You made connections with individuals. It's almost as if you touch them deeply. So these individuals are going to come with you and they're going to build with you. They want to be a part of what you're leading, and they want to be a part of that leadership, you know?
And some of these people are still in my life today.
Oh, for
from
sure.
the beginning.
For sure. Yeah. Established like great relationships, you know? One thing I would like to touch on is the fact that you start off with the nutrition. And that's been one of my, I wouldn't say like a peeve, but a sticking point for me.
I get it.
You know? So for me, in school, you know, I went to school and they gave me tons of information. I tried to soak up as much as I possibly could. But one of the things that they did not implement was nutrition, food, how important it is. It wasn't until I came out of school and I started working with athletes, and I saw that they had dietitian and nutritionists. I go, how is it that I was never introduced to this stuff for this expensive degree that we got coming out of school, you know? And I think that is a huge gap in the educational system when it comes to just whether it's medical degrees or just in school in general. The nutrition and the understanding of it, even give me some basics. Give us some basics first to work on, you know? We don't have to go super crazy macros, micros, and all those crazy things, but give us some basics. And I think generally we'd be in a better place in terms of health-wise, community, socially, I mean, the United States, you know, so.
I'm gonna go. I gotta go. Cat Williams. I'm gonna start calling people out here, man. You get me excited. But no, you have a great point.
Yeah.
Why isn't the doctor? You go to the doctor. No, take the pill. Here's this pill. I'm gonna write you this pill. But why are we not talking about what you're eating? What about your nutrition? What have you been eating? What's going on? There's no conversation. It's just let me give you the pill. Here it is. We'll lower your blood pressure. Here's blood pressure pill. Here's whatever cholesterol. Oh, you should eat better.
How?
All right.
How?
Then now we get this. I'm calling everyone out. Supplement companies, fitness arena, all these fad diets. Now we're going to throw that out there. Let's just pump people's heads, minds with, you have to do keto. Carbs are bad. Carbs are bad. You have to do this, or you have to do this other diet. All these things. What are we doing?
So what it seems as if there is a desert in terms of information, and then that's on one end, and then there's an overabundance information on the other end, and there's no in between.
Right.
You know, and based upon what you're saying, that sounds like we know it's a huge problem because, you know, back in the day, like when I was in college, I think it was like the Atkins diet.
Right.
You know, and the guy passed away from what I understand from his own diet. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know. You know, but so how how do we find a middle ground? So we need to find an individual who can explain things to us. And let me tell you this. I've had individuals who've had dietary issues, not my area of expertise. I know the basic, I know the minimum. That's why I come to experts. And before I was able to get in contact with you, I couldn't find anyone. It's because we know each other.
Right.
So if I was looking for someone, I made multiple phone calls, and I can say that I approach things in a very specific way. I want to educate my clients, and I want to be educated.
Right.
And if you're not educating me, I can't have confidence that you know what you're doing.
Right.
You know? So finding good individuals with understanding who can educate and teach for me to progress on afterwards, it's very hard to come by.
And Orlando, many people sit in front of me, they're so scared to eat a carbohydrate. Like, dude, that's like, it's almost sad that it's almost, you got to break that barrier. It's not that carbohydrates are bad. The American people, we overeat carbohydrates. We overeat them. We eat simply enough to fuel our performance, and we're burning that as fuel. Dude, everything's going to look better. Your muscles are going to look better. Your performance is going to be better. Like, just, it's a key component in nutrition.
Now, with what you're saying, so your muscles are going to look better. You're going to feel better.
100%.
Your sexual performance is going to be better. Your mental acuity is going to be better for those individuals who are just trying to stay sharper for their work. It requires a lot of mental capacity. I mean, it's going to affect in so many ways. Hence the reason why I say that when it comes to fitness and health, the lines blur tremendously. So if you're not feeling well and you start targeting it from a nutritional aspect and then a physical movement aspect, you'll see that you start to it's almost like getting a BOGO. You start feeling good, you start looking good, you start doing good. A lot of things kind of fall into place, you know? So you being able to tap in on that, I think that's huge. It's crucial.
And just like certain protocols, yes. Someone has diabetes, you got to watch the carbohydrates. Totally understood. But that's a certain condition that we got to pay attention to, not just the normal person.
Right.
You got to stop eating burgers and French fries and going to McDonald's and doing these things. Example, I had one gentleman, very overweight, sat with me not too long ago. Sweetheart of a dude, man. Great guy, man. I just know he's going to do amazing things. And he was I've been reading on the internet. Oof, man, once you get that, you're in trouble. I've been reading on the internet, and he was trying to get so like focused into the intermittent fasting, right? Part, and like, I shouldn't do this hour and then this. I'm like, bro, show me you can eat 2 palms of protein, 1 fist of a carb, 2 fists of a vegetable on your plate.
So what you do is you simplify it for him.
Like, dude, can we do that?
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah. Right.
If we did that consistently, this gentleman, he would be where he want to be. Okay. He'd be in shape. He'd look amazing. But we're so focused on all these other things that don't mean nothing. Can we just simply eat healthy? Can you just show me that you can eat healthy in the right portions? Right. Let's start there. Why do we got to complicate it?
Well, in my experience, when something is complicated, it seems fancy, it seems better. And I've come to realize simple, you get a lot further with simple. Yeah. Get a lot further with simple. Wow. No, I mean, you're giving me a lot to chew on.
Right?
You know,
like,
pun intended.
Why do we need to complicate? Like, let's do the basics well. And we look at that in my background, precision nutrition coach. It's a level 1 client. It's most people, average American. Right? Now, yes, when we're going to talk your amateur, professional sports, now we got to talk, let's get dialed in, right? We're talking macros. I want to get super dialed in. This is now a science, but that person can handle that. They can handle weighing their food, right? They can handle the normal person. You have 2 kids. Do you want to sit there and weigh your chicken, man?
No.
While you're saying, Daddy, come get on the floor. I want to climb on you.
I sure do not.
Right?
I sure do not. Yeah.
Right.
We're trying to make our time as efficient and as effective as possible.
Right.
So my question to you is for anybody who's listening and they're like, man, I just need some basic fundamentals in terms of nutrition before I get into the movement aspect or to incorporate with my movement aspect. What are some simple cues that you can give them to look out for or to kind of get started with?
With nutrition.
Yes.
Okay. So no matter what diet you're doing, I don't care if you're a vegan, traditional, Mediterranean, whatever we're talking, right? Everything's around what? Minimally processed, whole foods.
Okay.
Let's get there first. Let's
Keep
get
it
rid-
so keep it as natural as possible is what you're
Dude, come
saying.
on, we gotta get away from this process.
Okay.
I mean, some of this stuff is crazy. You got to go in there and start reading labels, and you're just like, whoa, what's in there, right? So we got to go minimally processed. You know, we want lean proteins, right? Whole grains. I need vegetables, fruits, legumes. Let's stay there, okay?
Okay.
And then we got to talk about portions, right? Pretty simple. Protein size of palm, carb size of fist, 2 fists for your veggies, thumb for fats, right? If we can keep that in our plate, most basic sense, and we're keeping it in portion, you'll be solid. Of course, no fried foods. I mean, come on, we got to bake, grill, things like that. Nothing creamy. I always recommend really getting away from the dairy, the milk, the cheeses. Little bit, you got to put in there a little bit. I'm Italian. It's like hard to take away cheese from me. Like that's when people are like, oh, you're taking away cheese. Right. I'm talking to me.
You know.
Talking to me. But minimal is best. In there. Just because I don't know if you see this too, but once we kind of remove that with a lot of people, joints start to feel really good, and they're like, wow, my joints feel a lot better. Things like that. Would be in the basic sense. I say, let's start there.
Okay. Now,
meal-wise, sure, we can say at least give me 3 meals a day, and 2 snacks would be great. But if they can't get those 2 snacks in, it's okay. Let's just at least try to get 3 healthy
3 square meals.
Right?
Okay.
And the whole thing with the gallon of water thing drives me a little crazy, because if you're going to bathroom and your urine is a clearish yellow, you're hydrated.
Okay.
Right. If it's dark, we got to get some water. So stay in that clearish yellow place. Make sure we're having enough hydration.
Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that one. Keep going.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get poor people trying to kill themselves on the gallon, and they're getting defeated that they can't get this gallon. But I'm like, is your urine clearish yellow?
Yeah,
it is. Oh, you're good.
Okay,
don't worry, we're doing good.
Yeah. So in terms of, there's not a one size fits all in terms of all those different things, which is good. So, what is your opinion on like the intermittent fasting? Because I know that's a big thing, and all its effects. So let's just dive into the intermittent fasting itself. What is your experience and opinion on that?
So some people it's great. Some people it is not.
Okay.
Right. And there's definitely science to back that, but I believe I would have to, of course, triple check myself on this, but I'm almost positive there's real no scientific data study, right? Peer reviewed, that we can say eating small meals throughout the day or doing intermittent fasting, this person's gonna be healthier versus this person being healthier. Okay. If we're eating healthy. Right. Of course. Right. Okay. So that might not work as well for you. And I'll tell you why. So we do intermittent fasting. What happens when that hunger valve alarm goes off now and you're gonna eat? What are you eating?
Everything.
Right? You're like, oh, well, I'm intermittent fasting. I'm all right.
Yeah.
No, dude. Still got to eat right. Still got to eat healthy.
That's my issue. Right? Especially when I'm working out. If I'm intermittent fasting, like you said, when that valve opens, when that dam explodes, if it's in my way, it's going down.
It's going down.
It's going down.
Me too. So I mean, I could eat an entire pizza, the whole pie, if that valve's on. Like, you couldn't walk me off that ledge. I'll smack you with the pizza.
and then eat
it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So some people works great, and some people no. Because why? What are we trying to do? We're trying to be what? In a deficit. Right? We're trying to be in a deficit so that if we want to lose fat, that's going to happen. Right? So that's what it makes us do. We're only eating during these hours, so I end up not overeating is the goal. But some people don't kind of get it, and it's what they're eating is the issue in the middle there.
Gotcha.
But definitely could be great.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, I got another question for you in reference to, and this was proposed to me, individuals who have diabetes, so that's a metabolic syndrome. And there's monitors that individuals wear, and that kind of lets them know where their insulin or glucose levels are. I mean, you probably be able to let me know.
Yep.
How do you feel about that? And how useful can it be?
So with those, I had some clients that had that, technology, and it was great because you could really look at things. you know, and you want to make sure like the levels are in the right place. Right. In the right place. And I think that's super critical when you're dealing with someone with that condition.
Okay.
Right. And making sure everything's kind of in the right place. When I'm working with someone like that though, it's like, I want to talk to the doctor. I want to be linked up with everyone.
Okay.
That's another problem.
Okay.
Calling out everybody.
Okay.
Why are we not all talking? Why are we not all talking?
Let me. Okay. So
I don't understand it.
I think a part of the problem is each individual in their own respective fields believes that their respective fields can fix any and everything. And I was told that if the tool you have is a hammer, you treat everything like a nail. You know, so you are absolutely right. Being in communication with everyone, whether it's me as a physical therapist, being in communication with the doctors, the surgeons, and things of that nature. Yes, so I have to do better with that myself as well.
But think about it, right? So you're a physical therapist. This person's going to go to my gym. I'm going to be training them. I ask them, what injuries do you have? Right. Sometimes they tell me, sometimes they don't. I had one person the other day. I said, man, you're lunging a lot better. You know, you're doing a lot better. I forgot to tell you, I had 2 hip replacements. I don't. You forgot to tell me about your hip replacements.
That's important.
What are you
That's
talking
important.
about? But like, right?
Right.
So now think about it. You have this person. You're putting them on a schedule of things, right?
Right.
And now they're training my gym. We communicate, and you say, Joey, hey, I want them to do 90-90 rotations before the warm up, and whatever you want them to do, like make sure they do that.
Right.
So now, as a coach, I'm going to make sure they're doing their rehabilitation exercises.
Right.
Because I'm more than likely, I guarantee you they're not, unless you're making them do it.
Right. Right. And that's unfortunate. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that communication is number one. I mean, if you're going to be going to a healthcare provider, you're going to be going to your coach, you're going to be going to your fitness coach. I look at them as a form of healthcare as well, because fitness is definitely important in terms of overall health. You have to communicate with them to let them know what's going on. Yeah. You know, and you see it on television all the time. You know, always make sure that you consult with your primary care physician. All right. It's important. So we can tailor things to the specific issue or needs that you might have. So please communicate. Don't hide anything. You know, we're really here to help you. You know, so.
So I just think as industry professionals, just and communicating with each other and having those avenues open. And I want to talk to your therapist. I want to talk to your physical therapist. I want to talk to your doctor. Right. I want to talk to everyone. If we all got on that same page, this person would be so much healthier.
For sure.
Probably get to where they got to go way quicker.
For sure. Right. Multi-pronged approach. Yeah. I definitely co-sign on that without a question. Yeah. Without doubt. So, all right. So question, are there any current popular fitness trends that you like, you're fond of, or you think, I think I'd prefer to stay away
we
from?
thought the shake weight was just playing. Nah, so I gotta go.
It's okay.
But so current fitness trends, right? Mm-hmm. That I'm me personally, like, strength and conditioning for me.
Okay.
I mean, for me, that's where it's at. You could do a lot of different things, right? There's so many different trends that come in and out, right? So many different, moment, like Pilates is like the hottest thing for it's like, then yoga was the hottest thing. And then it's like, we're going back to like hardcore old school bodybuilding. Mm-hmm. It's amazing who's behind these things putting the message out. It's like so much propaganda, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but fitness and health, like, what do you enjoy doing? Because then you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, if you don't like high intensity interval workouts, and I'm making you do high intensity interval workouts, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more.
It's a chore.
Right? It's a chore. So how can we find things that excite you, that you're going to be excited to do? But I still do think we need resistance training on some level.
Okay.
I think that has to happen. Building muscle, bone density. I mean, I can go on and on forever, right? And then, you do need some cardio. Do I think you need to be doing cardio 7 times a week? Probably not. But if you really enjoy running and that's what you're going to do, it's going to keep you healthy, sure. But remember, when we do different things, it builds a different looking body
Right.
too. So you got to know, well, what do I want? You know, what do I want to look like? Right? How do I want to move? And I think all these things kind of come into a little bit of play.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Now, in terms of your experience, I know you've seen a plethora of individual body types and so on and so forth. But what would you say is the common denominator in terms of the underlying issue that somebody might have when they come to you for help?
So say it one more time.
What is the common denominator in the majority of individuals who comes to Joey for help? What is bringing the majority of individuals to you?
Okay. I put myself last, and I got myself into this really bad place of where I'm overweight.
Got you.
Probably the most, I want to say. You know what I hear? And being now post-COVID, what you would hear a lot is COVID happened. Some people pushed them to work out,
right,
and some people brought you into a depression.
So it really increased the divide.
Totally.
Gotcha.
Right? And that's another common thing that you'll hear like currently is, you know, COVID happened, even though it's been a while now, but COVID happened and totally threw me off my rails. And now behaviors, habits, and routines, this is the behavior, habit, and routine I now created. Right? Because that's what everything is, guys. It's behaviors, habits, and routines. Mm-hmm. You know, when someone comes to me, I haven't gone to the gym for 2 years. I said, whoa, you are so consistent. Your consistency is sick.
I love the enthusiasm.
And they're like, I was like, imagine now we switch that. Let's switch it.
Yeah.
And we take that consistency to showing up to the gym. Where would you be in those 2 years? They're like, wow, I am consistent. Yeah. We're either consistently winning or we're consistently failing.
I agree 100%. I tell individuals all the time, the body doesn't know the difference between a good habit or a bad habit. It only knows the habit. So let's start putting in good habits and we get good results.
And people don't realize one little thing a day compounds. The compound of Atomic Habits. You got to read it, guys. Compounds. It's a compounding effect, and you keep building. I think sometimes maybe we just want that instant gratification.
No, not sometimes. It's all the time. But
Right?
but we're human.
Right.
We're human.
Right. We want that instant, and especially in this world now, right? Facebook, Instagram, social media, everything's at our fingertips, man.
The microwave.
We have everything, man. I want it now. Right? I'm with this girl. Oh, I see that girl, but I want to be with this one now because that's right there. Like it's a crazy world that we're living in, and there is no instant gratification. It's hard work.
Yeah, hard work.
It's all hard. For me, if I was morbidly obese, right? To me, that sounds hard, right? Everything's uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable in my skin, right? I'm just not myself, right? I'm feeling sick. I go to tie my shoe. I'm losing breath. I can't even tie my shoe. I try to walk upstairs. I can't be intimate. Like that all sounds super painful to me.
Yes.
Got to wake up. Got to go to the gym. I got to go before work. Maybe I got to go after work. Oh, I got to go run and get my kids and do this too. I got to fit my gym in though, and I got to eat healthy. Maybe I got to meal prep. Well, that all sounds pretty difficult too. But where do you want your quality of life to be?
For sure. For sure.
And now let's talk quality of life.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So I believe, in my experience, I always say that, but in my experience, I believe a lot of individuals don't quantify what it is that they truly want, you know, in life or out of life, you know. And I think, like for myself, you know, I have my little calendar. It starts off at 7 o'clock in the morning and it finishes at 8. But I try to scribble in stuff after the end of the day, and I break down my day on half an hour increments. You know, all right, wake up this time, breakfast, kids, okay. I have clients. Try to squeeze a workout in there as best I can. Okay, something as simple as setting some time apart, take the kids to the park to run them out. You know, family time, these things, and at the end of the week or at the beginning of the week, you can kind of quantify how your week's going to be, the goals that you're trying to achieve. That's what I use for me. Totally. You know, And I think that kind of works because when the week goes by and I go, did I get what I really want? Did I get my physical, hit my physical goals? Did I hit my mental, emotional goals? Did I hit my work accomplishment goals? And being able to quantify it, put it down on a piece of paper, look at it overall, that really helps. So that works for me. I think if individuals really started, because if you're a CEO, I think of my body, myself, my home. I'm the CEO of it. So I'm going to have to make some hard decisions. I'm going to have to make some cuts. I'm going to have to make some new implementations. I'm going to have to be innovative in certain things, but what is our ultimate goal and how do we get there? How do we achieve it? And I think that's great.
Biggest thing, what you just touched on right there, I'm going to say maybe, if we're lucky, 1% of people develop goals. I'm huge with that. You know me, I'm a mindset guy.
For sure.
Right?
For
Big time. So not only am I developing, yearly goals, you have your weekly, your monthly, your daily goals, right? Now I can look back 3 months. Let me look back. Did I hit this?
Right.
Why did I not hit this? Where did I fail?
Right.
Where can I do better? Right? You're analyzing it in miles. Now I do 6 months. Then 6 months go by. I look back. Right? I had all these goals already. I did it every new year. Boom, put them in. I'm doing myself. Gotcha. Then daily, I'm doing my affirmations. Every morning, my gratitude journal, my affirmations. Okay. How much did I sleep? I track all of it.
Good.
Like, I can't tell you guys, and I'm getting goosebumps here, like, everything I've written down, it has happened. Ready for a crazy story?
Tell me.
So, everybody knows I'm from Jersey.
Right, Jersey.
So,
Joe.
my man was the casting director for Jersey Shore.
Really?
Right? Mikey. And he's like, you gotta go. You're gonna go do this. Like, you got it,
Yeah.
So I messed up. I brought cameras to the casting with me. I wilded out. The lady was like, I hate this guy. He brought cameras. It was a long story. He sent, I'm not kidding, maybe a few months ago, he texts me, takes a picture of what I wrote on the sheet of where I would be, what I'd be doing. He goes, bro, you're living what you wrote. Literally. Look at this.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. People, we speak things into existence.
For sure.
Your words,
they matter.
Hold so much weight.
Mm-hmm.
Stop putting yourself down. Pick yourself up. The words you speak will happen. So it's up to you. Do you want to speak love, beauty, success, prosperity in your life?
Man.
Or do you want to speak hate, envy, jealousy? Just, I'm always going to be fat. You're right.
It's venom.
You're right. No, I could change myself. I can do this. You're right. So pick which one. What do you want to do? Literally. It's the most powerful thing, I think, in the world. And it takes time for it to be seen, right? It doesn't happen right away. But then you look back, oh my God, I was writing that down. Here I am, man. I'm here. It's the coolest thing.
Oh, man. That's beautiful, man. Yeah. That's beautiful. And I think, like you say, like the mental aspect, huge. And the belief. I tell you this, and you just really back me up on this primarily. Mm-hmm. But an individual has to believe that it is possible, because you can have something that's right there in front of them, and we can all see it. All you got to do is reach out and grab it. But if they're in the dark and they do not want to pick that hand up to grab whatever it is, it will never happen. Yeah. So for people out there, the first thing is you have to believe that it's possible. Yeah. You have to believe it's possible. And if you don't know how to do it, that's fine. That's fine. Find someone who can help you. And there's tons of people out there. You're on your social media, you're on your phone. I call it your information retrieving device, but most people use it for entertainment. Get on your phone, type in fitness coach, type in nutritionist, type in whatever it is. You might not find it on the first page on Google. You might find it on the second page. Speak to somebody who knows somebody. We are so connected, but yet so distant at the same time. Yeah. And I don't know. It's like we're in the twilight zone. Yeah. Get out there, reach out to somebody, and see if somebody has the information, the know-how to help you achieve that particular goal. It's possible, man.
I think you touched on something huge. Find a mentor. Find a mentor. Yep. So blessed. right? To have so many incredible mentors, right? The idea, guys, of a mentor is I'm going to get you from A to B way quicker without making the mistakes that you would make.
Right.
Right? That's what it's all about, right? Like my dad as a mentor. Like no one could come to me and say something when I saw what this guy has done.
Right.
I feel like a loser. Like I'm still trying to catch him. This guy had no schooling. Went to 5th grade, Sicily, lived in a house, the bricks,
right.
2 rooms, 8 cows on the one side, the family of 8 on the family of 7 on the other.
Right.
Sleeping on the hay. Left at 12 to go to northern Italy to go be a busboy, to go make money, and then 14 going to, moving to London alone to make it.
Wow.
Working in restaurants. Went and owned 8 restaurants.
Wow.
With no money,
That's
man.
huge.
Nothing.
Huge.
So when people say, oh, like, no, you can do it. You find a way when you want it.
Yes.
You find a way
Yes.
when you want it. And there's
Yes.
opportunity everywhere.
Yes.
And there's someone dying to help you.
For sure.
People that are successful, they want to give you information.
For sure.
They want to help you.
For sure.
Find that person.
For sure.
It's simple.
So my question to you is this. Sound like your dad extremely resilient.
Mhm.
I don't know. Can you build that in someone? How do you create resiliency? How do you build it? How do you nurture it?
Right. And I think that comes with the person doing that mindset work, right? Listening to the podcast, reading the books. One thing is listening and reading. Now let's apply. We got to apply.
Mm-hmm.
How many seminars? And I'll fall victim to this. I've done this before. I went to a ton of different, seminars. Got great information.
Yep.
I didn't act on it.
Right.
I didn't do nothing. Well, guess what's gonna happen? Nothing.
Yeah.
So we got to act. We got to, and just one day at a time.
Yep. One step at a time. And a lot of times just to kind of get the ball, that heavy boulder moving is the hardest.
Yeah.
Once that ball starts rolling, it'll start picking up speed. You keep putting more energy behind it. It'll start picking up speed. So, individuals out there, if there's a fitness goal or something you're trying to achieve, reach out, give Joey a call.
Yeah.
He's changed a tremendous amount of lives. And now he's extended his family by the individuals he's reached out to and helped. I think that's huge. And again, the energy that you've always had that same energy.
Mm-hmm.
We used to joke about it back in the day. Me and my buddy would joke about it back in the day. But the energy's always been there. Now you're channeling it into something that helps everyone.
And listen, I'll be honest with him. There was a time I could have went down a really wrong path. I was into a lot of things that probably weren't the best things to be into, and around dangerous people you probably shouldn't be around.
Right.
I had a moment in my life where I said, well, I can go this way. I can go that way. Well, let's look where all these people are ending up. Let me go this way. Choices, right? And I knew at that point, a lot of that mindset stuff, man, it's all connected. Fitness, mindset. I knew I had to take care of my body. I need to take care of my mind. I need to surround myself. Positive people.
Oh, yes.
They're going to pick you up. You are the sum of the 5 people you are around. Start looking around. Look to your left, look to your right. Who are you around?
Yes.
Right? Because if I'm around you and you just want to eat McDonald's and you want to play Grand Theft Auto all day, not doing nothing with your life, what's going to happen to me? You're probably going to rub off on me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably be doing that with you,
Yeah.
Now, but if you're like highly motivated, let's get to the gym. Let's, hey, we want to make money. We want to take care of people. We're good people. That's going to rub off on me, man.
Yeah.
That's the kind of person I want to be around.
And I love that. And it's funny when you're working with clients, especially with clients who have that same kind of energy, it makes our job so much more fun.
Oh.
There's nothing better to me. Like, man, what are we doing today?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're ready? I thought I was ready, but you're ready. I love that. So energy feeds off itself.
Yeah.
Bad energy feeds off.
I'll tell you now, as a coach, there's nothing worse than you're going to personal train someone or you're training someone. Oh, we got to do that. Oh, no. Yeah, my wife does that to me sometimes. Okay, boo, stop. Calling you out. Cat Williams, 2024. Truth will be told. I'm like, babe, I can't train you. No. You got to do what I'm telling you to do.
But you know, it's different. It's different because it's the spouse. It's the spouse.
If you told her to do it,
you do it,
no
right?
problem.
So don't worry. That's why we're here to help each other.
I love you, baby.
We love you, all right? But that's why we're here to help each other, and that's what we say. It takes a community.
Yeah.
And you built a community at your gym.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's why it thrives, because everybody feeds off each other. I don't think there's anything better than that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything better than that.
And that's probably like one of my favorite things. And what we do is, you know, definitely every quarter we try to have some type of team hang. You know, we do seminars throughout the year on mindset, fitness, and nutrition, free for people to come.
Okay. So you're educating.
Absolutely. And then also just doing a lot of fundraisers and charity events too.
Giving back.
We feed families for Thanksgiving. We fed over 40 families.
I love it, man.
I mean, ton of toys for the kids at Joe DiMaggio this year, a hospital for Christmas.
Nice.
You know, breast cancer awareness. We represented for Gilda's Club of South Florida.
Okay.
Awesome people, great people. You know, raise money for that, and those are probably my favorite things, like the team hangs and just getting to know them, getting to know their family members, man, and just like that's the beautiful thing, connection with people, and everything in life is relationships, guys. It's so important. I can't tell you how important that is. Not to burn your bridges.
Yeah.
Don't burn your bridges. It's a small arena.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now, the world is so small, the way we're connected, and it's like everyone knows everyone. So I'm very big on you know, standing by my morals, values, ethics, man. If I ever do something that isn't right, I will apologize if I am wrong, right? But everything's relationships. It's all network. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I agree. Who are you around? So important.
I agree, man. Question: do you have any tips? I would like for you to give me tips for individuals in their 20s, individuals in their 40s, and individuals in their 60s. So what tips would you have for them, whether it's fitness, whatever it is, you know, based upon your experience? Let's start off with the 20s, my friend.
All right. 20s?
Yes.
Let me tell you what I did in my 20s. Thank God, we were just talking before. Thank God there's no social media then, man. I probably wouldn't be on this podcast right now. It's like, I can't have you on, bro. It's like, but 20s, you know, I think 20s is a time to truly discover yourself, right? You know, the way I did it, I had a lot of fun, man. You know, YOLO was my thing, but still understood hard work still during that time, but I wasn't obviously in the mindset of I am now, having like a family and things like that. So spent a lot of the money I made, which my advice to somebody now in the 20s, stuff some of that, bro. Be smart.
For sure.
Have a plan. You know what I mean? You could really make that grow where you got to worry when you become 40, 50 and do some smart stuff. Always take care of your body, you know, then too. Just because you're young, yeah, your metabolism might be really awesome and you could slam all the, you know, fat foods you want and the pizzas and this, and you still say looking good, but like teach yourself now. Yep. If you didn't teach yourself already. Yep. For my son eats like a bodybuilder. I'm not even kidding. Really? Like, dude, bodybuilder, protein, grilled chicken, bro, like steamed rice, you know, vegetables. Like they one time wanted to give him Coca-Cola. They knew that was a wrap. Like I'm in the death mode coming out. Right. Like no one will ever do that again. Right. So you're setting the tone at home right now. Yeah, because listen, I can't tell you how many people sit in front of me. They're now 40, 50. Oh, my parents, this is what we did. This is the culture. Italian, ate pasta every day. My mom, dad didn't know you should be eating this and that. They didn't know. Like they just didn't have that education, right? So teach yourself in your 20s. You're going to be really good in your 40s, really healthy in your 50s, right? 30s, time to get serious. Okay, we had the fun. Yep. All right. Now, at that point, you built the skills in the 20s. Now become an expert at your craft. Makes perfect sense. Let's become an expert, okay? We're being way smarter, still taking care of your body, very important. How many people say, oh, I turned 30, I'm starting to feel it. I get that all the time, right? Because that's what happens. We're getting older, right? Now, you're an expert, 40s, we got money. Let's go get some cash flowing assets at this point. Okay. But you taught yourself, right, how to eat good along the way, and you've been exercising. So this is just part of your life at this point. Do you know how good it is to, I'm 40, I'm 43, right? To look good, feel good in my 40s, to have abs in my 40s, I mean, it's a great feeling. I'm not going to lie. You know, love the way the wife looks at me. Not gonna lie.
For sure.
You know what I mean? My wife's
Yeah.
26. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's young. I keep up.
Yeah,
I
for
gotta
sure.
keep up.
For sure.
Right? So it's a really amazing thing when you're looking good. Because I'm looking around a lot of my friends, man, that I grew up with and super overweight, not healthy. I'm seeing people die like left and right.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless so many people, man. So many lovely people that we lost lately. And man, just took a little better care of yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So important. And then, you know, I'm not in my 50s yet. I can imagine how good that gets at that point, right? So we're fully matured, but you're still a monster.
Yep.
You're still a monster at 50. And tell me this, when you were young, you thought 40 was old. You're like, that dude is ancient.
I sure did.
I feel like I'm 18.
Yeah.
I feel great.
I'm 41 and I feel good.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel amazing.
So, we have to earn it though.
Yeah.
We have to earn it.
Because we could feel the other way.
Yes.
Depressed.
Yes.
Lonely.
Yeah.
Right? Uncomfortable in our own skin. Socially awkward.
Yeah.
It could really be the other side.
Yeah.
Right, of the coin. So this is all, you know, creating that healthy lifestyle. And guys, let me tell you, remember and I know you don't want to be a bodybuilder on the stage. And I think that's what happens. They think, oh, I have to like lose everything. Anything I love. I can know, you know, man, you can still have a drink. Right? Just maybe not getting tuned up 4 nights out of the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you can still enjoy that pizza, but you're just not doing it every day. You just throw it in there once in a while. You know what I mean? It's not like you lose everything, man. You still have everything and be balanced.
For sure. So what I take from this is that stay balanced, keep a structure and follow the structure, deviate slightly, but maintain that structure as best as you possibly can.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And I'm more than sure that you have ways of helping individuals create that structure and maintain that structure and have that structure become habits and a part of their life so they can be better people and then ultimately help other people as well.
Right.
You know?
And I think that's always the end game of a transformation.
Yeah.
Right. And people get to this incredible goal. And I always tell them, who are you going to go help now?
Yeah.
Who are you going to go inspire?
Yeah.
You know, who are you bringing on this journey with you? Because let me tell you something. Everybody is watching. And your kids are watching.
For sure.
Your kids are watching. It's almost scary. Like how closely they do watch. And they're like, oh, man, I did that. And he's repeating it. I'm like,
so true. So true.
You know, but everyone's watching, especially in this world of social media.
Yeah.
Right. And I can't tell how many people have reached out to me and said, man, thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for doing this. And they're never reclined. I didn't take no money from them. So that's all good. It's just a beautiful thing, man. That's just the beauty of life. You know, feeding your soul is so important.
Oh, man. I love that, man. Feed the soul, man.
You know,
find what moves you. Find what wakes you up in the morning.
Yeah.
Find what's going to push you past a bad day.
Yeah.
You know, and then it doesn't feel like work anymore. I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. So got some questions for you.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go some quick fire, all right?
Woo.
What's your favorite workout?
Favorite workout? Ooh. Would definitely be heavy barbell cycling. Go.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite snack?
Favorite snack right now, I'm going to say Nuts and More.
Okay.
Nuts and More chocolate chip cookie dough, peanut butter.
Okay.
Infused with whey protein.
Okay.
What?
All righty.
Sick.
All righty.
You got to get it. It's
All right.
all
What's your favorite cheat meal?
Ooh, pizza.
Okay.
Gotta
All
go
right.
pizza.
He's Italian, okay?
Yeah, gotta go pizza. Gotta go
All
pizza.
right. What's your biggest fitness pet peeve?
Side of rigatoni bolognese with that.
Oh,
God,
my
now we're
goodness.
good.
All right.
Good.
And laps the day after.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. What's your biggest fitness pet peeve?
Carbs are bad.
Wow.
Carbs are bad.
We touched on.
It drives me nuts. Please.
Okay. So carbs aren't bad, people. Too much of anything is bad.
There you go.
You know? Jeez Louise, man. Joey, question. How do you create a sense of community in your fitness gym?
Sure. I think community happens like this. Me connecting with you as another human being. So like I was saying earlier, you know, we have the team hangs and we have, you know, the charity events and the seminars and all that stuff's beautiful, right? But you're always going to have a small group of people that will go. Okay. Whether some people are nervous, I don't know anyone, like, you know what I mean? Whatever's going on, life's going on, things like that. Creating the community is me talking to you before the workout. Community to me is after the workout, me and you talk for 5 minutes. There's nothing more that I love that, you know, after the workout, we stretch, 6, 7 of us sitting on the floor, talking about life. We're talking about this. We're talking about that. That's community.
Right.
It's the relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So really it's all about the relationships.
Yeah. And I'm telling you that the biggest part is before and after that class happens, that session. And that's where that's the real connection. Because now I'm connecting with everyone.
Okay.
Like I connect with everybody in my gym, right?
Right.
So having 150, 175 members, at that point, you're connected to that many people. Once you get above that, you need some other kind of levers to come on in there to connect.
Gotcha.
But pretty much I could stay connected with 150, 175 people pretty well.
Okay.
But those are the things, man. That's the real connection of the community.
I love it. I think that's what our society is missing tremendously. Connection. Again, like I said before, we have the ability to communicate with individuals across the world within seconds, but yet we still feel detached. We still feel alone. We still feel like we're not connected.
Because everything's happening behind this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm on this thing, leave a comment.
It's not the same. It's not the same looking somebody in the eye. You know, it's just not the same. So making the connection. Yeah. I love it, man. Joey, you're the best, bro.
No, you better, man. No, you're better. No, you're better.
You know, wow. I truly appreciate Joey, you taking the time out, you know, coming down, speaking to me so everybody else can experience this. You dropped some gems today.
Awesome, man.
Big gems.
People get something out of this. It'd be great, man.
And if anybody is interested, you know, go check him out. This dude, he moves mountains, man. And you feel the energy, and it's coming from another dimension, but it's a good dimension, okay? So, yeah, check him out. He's a good guy. I co-sign on him, all right, all the way. Is there a way they can reach or
absolutely.
Contact with you?
Jump on Instagram, Coach_Joey_WFC, or we can go to Warrior Fitness Camp as well on Instagram. Simply send me a DM, reach out. I'm more than happy to help. Get all my information there right on Instagram, too. Call me, text me, whatever. Okay. You know, guys, this is my passion. This is my purpose in life. So thank you so much for having me today and allowing me to live out my passion and purpose. Like, I get to wake up every day and not say, today sucks.
That's right. Like, you got your soul going.
It's amazing. And I tell my members all the time, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Because to be able to do this and touch lives and motivate others to do great things, like, to me, that's life. You know?
Oh, man. Those guys leave me speechless with teeny tiny goosebumps.
That's it.
You know? But I appreciate this. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for coming out. You know, check him out. And I'm glad this was able to happen.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All righty. So if anything, you guys just reach out to me, leave comments, questions. If you want to dive deeper into anything in particular that we were talking about, and you want to learn a little bit more, hey, we're open to it. Joey's a good guy. I promise you will not be disappointed if you had the opportunity to speak with him.
Don't forget, subscribe, like, follow, comment.
That's my
share.
Guy. He knows. Yes, please. All the above. All right. You guys have a good one. Later.